Hello everyone, I'm Vicky. Today I'm going to present RustyTerm, a Rust-based terminal UI with an integrated AI assistant. The goal is to help developers run shell commands more efficiently and more safely without constantly switching to a browser. Let me start the application. As you can see, the interface has two panels. On the left, we have a real interactive shell backed by PTY, so you can run commands just like in the original terminal app or applications like iTerm. On the right, we have the AI assistant panel where you can ask questions and get command suggestions. Let me first demonstrate that this is a real shell. Here is my working directory, and now I will list all the files. You can see the colored file listing. We are using a proper VT100 parser under the hood, so colors, cursor movements, and full screen programs all work as expected. Other functions as htop runs as well. From the user's perspective, this behaves like a normal terminal. When I resize the window with the mouse, the content reflows correctly because we propagate resize events to the PTY and the terminal emulator. I can also adjust the split ratio between the shell and the AI panel using a keyboard shortcut. Ctrl B, the left or right. Now I will show a visual mode for selecting text directly in the terminal. I press Ctrl B to enter command mode here, and then V to enter visual mode. Now I can move the cursor with the arrow keys up, down, left, or right. Or I can use keyboard shortcuts like H, J, K, L. Pressing space starts a selection. As I move the cursor, the selected region is highlighted, and then I can press Y to copy it. This is copied into my system clipboard, so I can paste it anywhere outside the RustyTerm as well, like here. Pressing Escape will exit visual mode. This flow is inspired by tools like Vim and Tmux, so it feels familiar for terminal power users. Now I will switch to the AI assistant on the right. I can directly click to the desired panel or use Ctrl B N to switch between those two panels. I will ask what commands I used today. Oh, you can see the response is streaming in token by token from the Open AI API, and more importantly, the model is not answering in isolation. We send it a context object that includes my current working directory and a summary of my recent commands and their outputs. That way, it can give suggestions and are aware of what I've been doing in the shell. And it also records the one that I mistyped. And also I can ask, how do I list file sorted by size? As you can see, the assistant doesn't just return a plain text. It also returns a structured command suggestions with the command itself, a short explanation, and the safety verdict. For example, allow in green if we think it's safe. Moving on, one of the key features of RustyTerm is security layer on top of AI-generated commands. Let me intentionally ask for something dangerous. Let's say push to main branch. Oh, Here the suggestion is classified as denied. Our security analyzer detects that this would be a destructive command, so it's never executed automatically. Our policy treats operations like rm-rf, git push, git reset hard as dangerous because they can cause irreversible changes. If I really insist on doing something like this, I have to type it manually in the shell here. The AI can't push this directly into the terminal. I have to press Ctrl Y to copy and paste in the left. But obviously, I wouldn't want to do that. Now I will ask for give me git status. Oh, this time the verdict is allowed because git status is read-only. And if I ask create a new directory called demo-test, this is not destructive, but it does modify the file system. Oh, we classify this as confirm. The user needs to explicitly confirm before it is run. Now I will show how we actually execute an AI-suggested command in the shell. Here I have a suggested command. When I press the execute shortcut, Ctrl Y, the command is injected into the real shell on the left, here, and execute. You can see the command appear and run just as if I had typed it by hand. Let's check it. Here is the one we just created. So the complete workflow is, I describe what I want in natural language, the assistant proposes a command plus an explanation, the security layer assigns a verdict, and then I can run it with a single keystroke if I'm happy with it. If the verdict is confirmed, I first confirm, then it executes. If it is denied, it will never automatically run. In addition, the assistant supports multi-sessions. Press Ctrl B and T. Ctrl B and T to create another session. You can see here session 1 and session 2. Also, you can just click the Add button. You click another session. You can toggle between sessions with Tab or Ctrl B left bracket, Ctrl B right bracket. And to close the session, you do Ctrl B, the W, or the red button here. It's closed. Let me briefly mention our engineering practice. In our cargo.toml, we set Clippy to deny any use of nrap or expect this for explicit error handling throughout the codebase. And we build a GitHub CI to further guard the main branch for clean coding style. We also have unit tests for the security module and context management. To wrap up, RustyTerm combines a real PTY-backed terminal with proper VT100 support in a TUI, an AI assistant that has access to shell context, recent commands, and outputs, a security layer with allow, confirm, deny verdicts, so AI suggestions are always under user control. And on engineering side, we use Clippy with strict rules and unit tests for the security logic to keep the implementation robust. That's the current state of our project. Thank you for listening. I'll be happy to answer any questions in our GitHub page.